You know, there's some things that just never change. So on YouTube, this is my 882nd video that I've posted consecutively. On TikTok, not quite as many. But on TikTok, I'm almost at 1,000 followers. So thank you for everybody that's joining in. Just this past week, we've gotten 40 new followers here on TikTok. So thank you to each of you. We're almost at 1,000, which is a huge mile marker for me, a milestone. So thank you, each of you, for watching. On YouTube, we're at 372 subscribers. It's taking a little bit longer. And what's interesting to me is 372 subscribers, but my videos on YouTube usually, they only get around like maybe 15 views when I post them. Whereas on TikTok, they're anywhere, but they've been 600 to 700 over the last couple weeks. And so it's just interesting to see how the algorithms work and how they engage with you and how you're able to see it and when you're able to see it. But one of the things that I've noticed is some things never change. So this is my 882nd video. And I was told by a mentor, post a video every single day for a year and you'll find your voice and you'll be comfortable and feel like you're confident in your ability to deliver your message. Well, I'm almost at 2 years now of posting a video every single day. And I still feel a little anxious and a little nervous before I click the record button. And some days I'll get on here, like even today, I got on, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't really know what message to deliver. And so as I was thinking about it, I just thought, some things never change in that there will still be nervousness. And I talked about this several times this week when I've been working with different clients is, throughout life, the shadow side exists. And it's always going to be there. The shadow side and the light side in this life, they both matter. They both are part of the whole. And so you can't have one without the other. So if you're only seeing the positive, if you're only looking at the positive, you're missing half of life. And if you're only focusing on the negative, if you're just looking at how miserable you are and how much life is a pain, and it's just so negative and depressing, and that's all you see, again, you're only seeing half of life. Because life is a series of ups and downs, mountains and valleys, both of them, mountains and valleys. And so if you're only experiencing one side, you're in denial or you're avoiding. And so today I want to invite you to recognize that it's okay to see the dark side. It's okay to see the light side because they both exist. They're in perfect balance. And it needs to be that way in order for us to comprehend, for us to be able to learn and grow and understand joy and happiness and sadness. You can't have one without the other. And so if you are in this life right now in this moment, maybe you're in a deep valley and you're resisting it and you're just thinking, you know what, this is just too painful, it's too miserable, I don't want to deal with this. Well, the truth is, this valley is preparing you for an amazing ascent to another mountain peak experience that you wouldn't be able to have if it were not for this valley that you're going through. And so I know, sometimes we just wish that we could just be happy all the time and that life would just be perfect. But if we really experienced that, I don't think we'd truly be happy. The author Robert Jordan, in his series Wheel of Time, he illustrates that beautifully in that book, in that one of the characters has an opportunity to see what life would be like without adversity, without the darkness. And it changed everybody. There was no depth to the people that lived because they didn't understand the darkness. They didn't have the trials and adversity to go through that strengthened them and grew them to who they truly were. And so I know it's difficult. I know it can be painful, but it is worth it to embrace all of life, the dark and the light, to embrace all of you, the dark side of you and the light side of you. You're a complex being, you're a miracle, and you have a purpose. And in order for you to be who you were born to become, life couldn't have happened any other way. It's important for you to go through the darkness so that you can understand the value of the light. Both matter. And so allow yourself to be present, allow yourself to be grounded, to be able to see both, and then to make decisions that will guide you in the path that you were born to live in. As you listen to your inner voice, you will know what to do. And sometimes we're led down paths so that we can learn lessons. And then we're asked to turn around. Sometimes we're asked to just wait, like I mentioned in my video a couple days ago, where it's just trust the process. There's nothing to do right now other than just trust. And that can be very difficult. But just know that today matters, that you matter, and that you're okay. You will get through this. You will make it to the next mountain peak experience. I believe in you. I see you. And that's why I'm here every single day with a message of hope and to remind you that you are a miracle, that you do have a purpose. I truly care about you and I want the best for you. And so sometimes that means getting outside of my comfort zone, where sometimes I would prefer to just, not do a message today because I'm shrinking within myself. One of my greatest weaknesses is fearing what others think of me and thinking that I'm not good enough. And that's one of the things that has been with me throughout much of my life. That's what drove my perfectionism, is worrying about what people thought about me. So I felt like I had to be perfect. And so that I had all the A's, I had all the, the people that would look up to me and say, wow, Austin's got it figured out. But in reality, I was just afraid of not being good enough, because if they didn't like me, well then what does that mean about me? Right? So that's something that's been a part of my life, much of my life, and it's still there. But just because you've got a voice in your head, just because I've got a voice in my head that tells me these things, doesn't mean I have to listen to it. That may be a companion that shares life with me, but I don't have to listen to it. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You experience them. You have them. But you have the choice whether you want to believe it and will go along with those thoughts or not. If I would listen to that thought, there's no way I would be posting my 880-second video today. So I choose to believe that each of us are here for a reason. I choose to believe that I am a miracle and that I have a purpose. And that purpose, as I've come to understand it, is to help you understand that you are a miracle and that you have a purpose, and to help as many people as possible live in alignment with their purpose, to help them live lives of peace and purpose. Because as you do that, the world is a better place. As I do that, the world is a better place. And it would behoove all of us, it would benefit all of us to wake up and to actually live our unique lives. So this is getting long today. I usually try to keep these videos really, between 2-3 minutes. So if you're watching this today and you've stuck with me this long, I'm grateful for you. I'm very grateful for you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being a part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours, because you truly are a miracle and you have a purpose. I'm grateful for you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.